Hello and welcome to Quays News. I'm Lily Holt.
And I'm Oliver Sykes.
Coming up on the programme today, a prisoner who escaped from Salford Royal Hospital has been apprehended after a day on the run.
And we'll have all the details about a Salford £2.5 billion project to redevelop a part of Salford Crescent.
It'll attract more people going into the park, and then like the train station, more people will come to Salford rather than getting a train into town.
So, our top story today. Greater Manchester Police are continuing their investigation into a major fire in a commercial unit in Levenshulme on Friday. The incident took place at Hemmons Road on Friday at 8 a.m. Greater Manchester Fire Service had 12 fire engines at the scene and put a large cordon on surrounding areas. Residents were told to keep their windows closed due to the large amount of smoke, which could be seen as far away as Denton. Fire crews and investigators were on site throughout the weekend. A cause for the fire and amounts of damage have not been disclosed yet.
A prisoner is now back in custody after escaping from armed guards while being treated at Salford Royal Hospital. 31-year-old Jonathan Windsor, a prisoner at HMP Forest Bank, was found overnight on Tuesday. He was cornered by police in Stockport, 14 miles from the hospital where he escaped. The public have been warned to stay away from him if he was spotted, and residents near the hospital reported being informed the prisoner was still in handcuffs when he escaped.
Salford City Council has recently announced a £2.5 billion plan to renovate the city centre.
And now, after months of planning, the proposals are now underway.
Areas being redeveloped include Peel Park and Salford Crescent Railway Station, with a hope to bring in new business.
Our reporter, Dan Walters, has been to find out more.
A so-called transformational plan has been approved to renovate Salford city centre. It is a £2.5 billion scheme known as Project Crescent Innovation North, which aims to bring around 1,000 new homes on 29 acres of land. So is this what Salford needs?
I think it'll bring quite a lot of people in, because obviously we've got the uni down the road, and more with the renovations it'll attract more unis to come to Salford rather than the MMU and the Manchester unis. So I think it'll be good because it'll bring a lot of revenue, hopefully a lot of the students to come to the precinct rather than Trafford Centre and Arndale, so it'll probably be better.
Not only the homes, the plan will also bring new skilled jobs related to science, research and engineering, and we'll see areas like the university campus, Peel Park and Salford Crescent Railway Station renovated with new cycle paths, bars, restaurants and a gym on site with access points improved.
People don't like to go into the city centre, and if they develop more car parks around Salford, more people will go around and get more use in the park as well. Peel Park is stunning.
The project will take place over 15 years and it's what's been described by the council as a wholly transformative regeneration project for the city. Councillors have also said that the project will fundamentally change the way that people see Salford as a whole. So the potential for Salford is now looking bright. It feels like these plans are needed in the area to bring in some new positive changes. Dan Walters, Quays News, Salford.
A speed limit for the M602 motorway has changed. The 4-mile road passes through Eccles and leads towards Manchester city centre. Daniel Driver, our reporter, is with us.
So Daniel, what's the current speed limit and why has it changed?
The current speed limit is 60 and it's finally returned to 70 miles per hour after a 4-year wait. I'm so confused. After a 4-year wait.
What else is Greater Manchester Combined Authority doing to help reduce emissions?
They've put in place a lot of funding for the B Network, which is Greater Manchester's public services for Manchester. They've also cancelled and stopped a lot of trains, which is affecting a lot of people with train journeys. Andy Burnham had this to say. Greater Manchester were the pioneers of the Industrial Revolution. Now we are leading a green revolution, backed with over 120 million that we've secured to hand over to businesses to support making their vehicles compliant.
Thanks for that, Daniel. And now for some heartwarming news. Derrien House Children's Hospice in Chorley are bringing in their Hollywood cameras. The Little Things is a documentary about the hospice and the amazing work they do. Maria Cadu is at Derrien House for some more information about what you can expect on your local cinema screens.
Derrien House Children's Hospice in Chorley are releasing a brand new documentary about life in Derrien House. I spoke to Paul Woodward, the director and filmmaker, to see what it was about.
So The Little Things came, it was kind of, I guess, where the idea grown from. It was from my son who, he was non-verbal, he was wheelchair 24/7, he was peg fed, he couldn't do a lot for himself at all really. So for him, wind blowing through his hair, or it might be the ducks quacking at a pond, or we had a squeaky gate and it used to make him laugh, the squeak. And so it was those moments that we would focus on that would mean the world to us. And then when you come in here, you see the same thing. You know, you see children making a pirate ship out of pasta, or, you know, these crazy things that they do in the mess you play, or going in the ball pool with granddad or nan. And I think it takes you away from that outside world and focuses on the little things that matter, that truly matter, you know, things that you'll remember in 20 years, 30 years, 40 years.
I then spoke to Cameron Murray, the marketing manager of Derrien House, to take his take on what the documentary is about.
The Little Things is a feature-length film that showcases the work of not just Derrien House but children's hospices in general, told through the stories of Derrien's families, staff, even young people themselves, and I think it's personal story.
The documentary is soon to be released. However, I talked to the Director of Income and Engagement, Caroline Taylor, as she tells me more about the reviews and award nominations that The Little Things have had.
We're absolutely thrilled with how the film has been received so far by critics. It's actually been selected and nominated to be shown at DocuWorld, which is fantastic, and it's also, this is amazing news, been nominated for Best British Documentary, which surpassed any of our wildest dreams. And we were also really excited that the team have been selected to attend 3 days at the British Film Market, which is where they will go to try to sell the film, so that's a huge opportunity for us.
Now we turn to entertainment, and our reporter, Harley Lewis, joins us in the studio.
What's been going on in the world of showbiz, Harley?
This Sunday, Big Brother returned to our screens for its 21st season. 16 contestants entered the house for a £100,000 prize. However, fans of the show have begun to complain about the lack of diversity within the cast. Majority of the cast are in their 20s, and this has disappointed a lot of people. This is what people have been saying over on Twitter. Tamara Ajoa said, "Why is there so many women, and are Big Brother fed up of the diversity already after last year?" The 2008 housemates Jedward tweeted, "Big Brother needs more age diversity. It's more Love Island than Big Brother." And finally, Liv said, "What makes Big Brother so much better and more interesting than other shows is the diversity in the people they choose, including age. Why do we have so many people in their 20s? It's not Love Island. Listen to the audience, ITV." This week, a new statue of Paddington Bear has been unveiled in Hardman Square, Spinningfields. This is one of 20 statues which are set to appear across the country in time for the new release of the Paddington film, set to hit cinemas November 8th. People have been flocking to take pictures with the small bear, which is eating a marmalade sandwich. On the island of Barry, the cast of Gavin and Stacey have wrapped up filming for their final episode ever, after 5 weeks of filming. The episode is set to air as a Christmas special. We're definitely going to miss this iconic British sitcom. Back to Oliver at the desk.
Thanks, Harley. I don't know what I'm going to do without Gavin and Stacey. Devastating news. In happier news, a recent article from the HEPA blog revealed that across the UK, over 250,000 pets go to rescue centres every year.
Our reporter Gracie Jones has more. From rabbits to dogs, the Society for Abandoned Animals is a local-based charity here in Manchester. They care for and rehome unwanted animals, ensuring that they would never let a healthy animal be put down. So I popped down to the SAA's dog show to check it out for myself. The day was full of activities like tombola, spin to win and the dog show itself, all in aid of raising as much money for the charity as possible. The charity relies entirely on donations to pay their running costs, with vet bills of approximately £3,500 per month. On Saturday, the event raised the charity over £2,300. The charity took to social media and said, "The biggest thanks to all of the wonderful volunteers who made the day possible. We couldn't do it without you all." Gracie Jones, Quays News. And now we have Ben with the weather.
Hello, how are we all doing? We have officially entered hoodie season with cloudy, light rain weather. Highs of around 13 degrees. If you're near a river, that lilo from last summer's trip to Lanzarote might come in handy as you've got flood warnings. No shock here as it'll get colder as the night goes on. Hopefully you are kept in good company by a cuddler. If not, those blankets have never been needed more. On to the rest of the week, and there's some high pressure here in the north, which will bring largely dry and settled conditions. However, it is on an average colder, actually, than usual as we get closer to Halloween. At the weekend, Salford City fans can expect a dry match day, but if you're going to the pub after, or worse, better or worse, win or loss, a coat might be needed. That's all for now. Much love and sleep well.
Thanks for that, Ben. Sounds like a chilly month ahead.
That's everything from us today.
Be sure to join us tomorrow for Salford Weekly at 5 p.m. for all things Salford.
Goodbye.